Hi, everyone, and welcome to Everyday English, the podcast designed to help you master those essential conversational skills. Whether you're just starting your English journey or looking for a fun way to reinforce what you've learned, this is the place to be. Each episode will dive into realistic scenarios, break down common phrases, and give you the chance to practice speaking along. So grab your headphones, get comfy, and let's embark on this exciting language adventure together. Today, we're going to navigate through a typical day, from the moment we wake up to the time we hit the hay. Imagine two friends, Sarah and David, catching up about their daily routines. Let's listen in as they discuss everything from breakfast choices to evening plans. Remember, don't worry too much about understanding every single word right now. Just try to grasp the overall meaning of their conversation. Ready? Let's jump right in. Before we eavesdrop on Sarah and David's chat, let's take a moment to delve into some of the vocabulary they'll be using. Understanding these words will not only help you follow their conversation more easily, but also enrich your own language skills. So, let's get started with a quick vocabulary lesson. First up, we have the word grab. This is a versatile verb that means to quickly take something, often in a hurried or casual manner. Imagine you're running late for work and you need a quick caffeine fix. You might grab a coffee from your favorite cafe. It's a word that conveys speed and urgency, making it perfect for those on-the-go moments. So, when you hear Sarah say she's going to grab something, you'll know she's talking about taking it quickly, perhaps without much thought or preparation. It's a common word in everyday English, especially in informal settings. Next, we have the phrase hit the hay. This is a fun, idiomatic way of saying go to bed. The phrase dates back to the early 20th century when mattresses were often stuffed with hay. So when someone says they're going to hit the hay, they're simply saying they're ready to sleep. It's a casual, friendly way to talk about bedtime. Moving on, let's talk about the phrase catch up. This is a wonderful expression that means to chat and hear about what's been happening in someone's life. It's often used when friends or family members haven't seen each other for a while and want to share their recent experiences. For example, you might catch up with a friend over coffee, sharing stories and updates. Lastly, we have the word routine. This refers to the usual order of things you do daily. Everyone has a routine, whether it's a morning routine that includes brushing your teeth and having breakfast, or a work routine that involves checking emails and attending meetings. Routines help us stay organized and manage our time effectively. Now that we've got those covered, let's rejoin Sarah and David, shall we? With these words in mind, you'll be able to follow their conversation with ease and maybe even pick up a few new expressions to use in your own daily life. So, let's dive back into their chat and see how these words come to life in a real conversation. Sarah, hey David, what's up? David, hey Sarah, not much, just grabbing a coffee before work. How about you? Sarah, oh, you know me, already at the office, but I did manage to squeeze in a quick yoga session this morning. It really helps me wake up. David, wow, you're so disciplined. I usually just hit snooze a couple of times before dragging myself out of bed. Sarah, haha, I get it. What's your go-to breakfast these days? David, lately I've been hooked on yogurt with granola and fruit. Quick and easy. Sarah, that sounds delicious. I usually go for a smoothie. It's a great way to get my fruits and veggies in. David, smoothies are great. I should try that sometime. So, any big plans for today? Sarah, just the usual meetings and deadlines. But I'm looking forward to lunch with a friend. David, that sounds nice. I have a presentation later, so I'm a bit nervous. Sarah, you'll do great, David. Just be confident. David, thanks, Sarah. I needed that. Sarah, no problem. Anyway, I should get back to work. Talk to you later. David, sure thing. Have a great day, Sarah. Sarah, you too, David. Bye, narrator. And that's a glimpse into Sarah and David's morning routine. From yoga sessions to quick breakfasts and the hustle of work, it's all about finding balance and staying connected. What's your morning routine like? Sarah says, sounds delicious. I love starting my day with a good breakfast. I usually have toast with avocado and a poached egg. It's such a simple yet satisfying meal. Keeps me full until lunch. Plus, it's packed with nutrients that give me energy for the day. So, anything exciting planned for today? I always love hearing about what others are up to. David replies, well, after work I have my photography class. It's something I've been passionate about for a while. I'm really enjoying it so far. Sarah responds, that's fantastic. It's great to have a hobby that you love. You always did have a good eye for composition. David says, thanks. How about you? Any new hobbies or interests? Any exciting projects at work? Sarah shares, actually, yes, we've been working on something really big. We're launching a new marketing campaign next week, and it's been a whirlwind of activity, so it's all hands on deck right now. Everyone's putting in extra hours to make sure everything goes smoothly. David comments, sounds busy. Well, best of luck with that. I know you'll do great. Sarah smiles. Thanks, David. I appreciate the support. It's always nice to have friends who cheer you on. It makes the hard work feel a little easier. So what else is on your agenda for the week? Any other plans or goals you're working towards? David thinks for a moment. Well, aside from my photography class, I'm trying to get back into running. It's been a while since I last ran regularly. Sarah nods. That sounds like a great idea. Running is such a good way to stay fit and clear your mind. David agrees. Yeah, I miss the feeling of hitting the pavement and just zoning out. It's therapeutic. Sarah laughs. Well, I hope you get back into it soon. Maybe we can go for a run together sometime. David smiles. I'd like that. Sarah glances at her watch. Oh, I have to get going. It was great catching up. David nods. Likewise. Have a great day, Sarah. They wave goodbye and head off to tackle their busy days, feeling a little more energized and supported. Section 6 Language Tips. Did you notice how Sarah and David used contractions like what's instead of what is and I've instead of I have? Contractions are super common in spoken English, so they're great to practice. Also, pay attention to how they use phrasal verbs like wake up, go to, and catch up. These can be tricky, but they're used all the time, so try incorporating them into your own conversations. Section 7. Evening Wind Down. Sarah. Thanks. Anyway, I should probably get back to it. But hey, maybe we can catch up properly over the weekend? David. Definitely. How about dinner on Saturday? Sarah. Sounds like a plan. I'll text you later to finalize the details. David. Perfect. Have a productive day, Sarah. Sarah. You too, David. Talk soon. Section 8. Practice makes perfect. Now it's your turn. Imagine you're chatting with a friend about your day. Try using some of the vocabulary and phrases we've covered today. You can pause the podcast and practice out loud, or even better, find a language partner to practice with. Section 9. Farewell and Encouragement. That's all for today's episode of Everyday English. Remember, the key to mastering any language is consistent practice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn and improve. Keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, have fun with it. Until next time, happy learning.